Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rosanna and today we are going green. The bowl is green, my shirt is green, but that is not what I'm talking about. We're gonna be making cactus corn tortillas and we're gonna be adding a couple of ingredients to boost that green color and the flavor. They're gonna look so appealing and you're gonna love them. So how about we get started? Okay, first I want to show you how to make the plastic liners that are going to go on the press. We have always used plastic bags for this. This is super convenient. Just make sure they're clean and you can use any normal grocery plastic bag. What I like to do is use 2 plastic bags because I don't like to use the side where the print is on. If you have a better suggestion than using a plastic bag, feel free to leave it down in the comments area, but this is what I prefer to do. Go ahead and fold it in half. Then we're gonna fold in half again. And we're gonna line it with the edge right here. Don't go all the way up to the handles. Now we're gonna create a triangle. Do another triangle. Just like that. And now let's go ahead and measure the press. To do that, take the pointy part and place it right in the center of the round plate. And you're gonna cut where the plastic meets the edge of the plate. Just like that. And when you open it, you should have 2 beautiful round circles. Like I said, I'm only going to be using the one without the print, so we're getting rid of this one and the scraps. And we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing with the second plastic bag. Perfect, we are ready to make tortillas. Okay, maybe we're not quite there yet because we have to make the liquid that's going to hydrate, flavor, and give us that beautiful green color that's going to make these tortillas look amazing. Start by adding 1 cup of spinach into the blender. This is what's going to boost that color. Also do 1/4 of a bunch of cilantro. This is going to help the color and the flavor. It's going to taste so good. And do 2 petals of cactus. And what I did, I just went ahead and cut them up to help the blender, even though I don't think this blender needs it. It's really good. Add it in there. Just a reminder, you want to make sure that the petals are clean and they have no spines before using. Now these do come in all shapes and sizes, so I will leave the weight measurements down in the description area for your convenience. I am using a larger petal. And lastly, add 1 cup of water. Just like that. Let's blend this. This is great. It is completely broken down and smooth. Perfect. It smells green. The next step is measuring the Masa Harina flour. Now, I will be leaving you the link for it down in the description area just in case you can't find it where you live. You can order it online. We're just making life easier for you. All right, we're gonna fluff the Masa Harina and we're gonna spoon it into the cup. We will be using 2 cups plus 3/4 of a cup. Add it in there, don't pack it in. You wanna make sure it's loose. And then we're gonna flatten the top. Perfect. We're gonna combine all of the ingredients now.
That's a nice blooper.
Time to combine all of the ingredients. All right, we're not gonna add the liquid all at once because I like to knead and kind of feel when the masa needs more. That way we add just the right amount. So I'm gonna do 1/3 of this first and then we'll keep adding. Let's swirl it in a little bit carefully. All right. All right, we're gonna combine everything and knead. Look at that gorgeous color already happening. But as you can see, this is gonna need more liquid. Make sure you knead well at this point. That way you get a good idea of how much more liquid you need. All right, at this point, it is still hard. It cracks. So we're gonna add the last bit. And keep kneading. Have fun with this, put some muscle into it. It's pretty soft, but I think I'm gonna need a little bit more water. To do that, what I'm going to do is actually add a little bit of water to the blender. That way we can make use of that green liquid left behind. Now, if you are gonna be using more liquid, I suggest you do 1 tablespoon at a time because you don't wanna add too much and make it really soft. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon. And I think this is gonna be good for me. Okay, the liquid is incorporated. The masa feels hydrated, it's firm. I know it's not gonna crack. So now I'm gonna knead for an additional 5 minutes. This masa is now ready. It is soft, smooth, and it's not sticking to my clean hands. Now, if for some reason you added too much liquid, just add a little bit more masa harina until you get it to the right consistency. We're ready to make tortillas. All right, we're gonna cover the masa with a damp paper towel. That way it stays nice and hydrated. We don't want it to dry out. Set this to the side. And I also have a container with water. I didn't measure this. I may need it later on, so I'll explain this step later. All right, and let's get started. We're gonna switch the bowl to this side, and we're gonna make a ball and just roll it in between your hands. And we're gonna make larger tortillas this time, so I'm using about 2.5 ounces of masa per tortilla. So what you're gonna do is rock it back and forth, applying a little bit of pressure in order to create a disc. You also wanna make sure that the sides don't crack. You wanna keep them smooth. If they start to crack, that's a sign that the masa needs more water. It's too dry. You have the plastic lining the bottom plate now, and you're gonna take the masa and place it right in the center and press it down with your hand. Now take the top liner, place it on top of the masa, and press again to secure everything. All right, now let's close it and press hard. Open it, and you should have a nice tortilla at this point, but I like to go thinner. So what I'm gonna do is flip it and slightly press again. What may happen at this point is you're gonna get kind of like an oval shape, so I like to rotate it and keep pressing until I get a nice circle shape. And I love thin tortillas, so this is great because it's gonna make it thinner. All right, we need to rotate again. One last time and we should be good. Beautiful. All right, I'm not gonna peel the liner off yet because we have to preheat the comal. It is very important the comal is hot when you add that first tortilla because if not, they're not gonna come out right. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, turn the heat to medium and allow it to get to the right temperature. That way we can lay our first tortilla. The comal is nice and hot. Let's go ahead and peel the plastic off. Just like that. Now you're gonna take it and lay it on your right hand, like that, and peel the bottom liner, just like that. Now you can rock it back and forth. That way it sits comfortably on your hand and it's head to the comal. To cook the tortilla, lay the hanging bottom and in a continuous motion lay the rest as you roll your hand out from underneath. Your hand should never touch the hot comal. We are flipping the tortilla a total of 2 times. When the edges begin to cook, about 20 to 25 seconds, depending on how hot the comal is, go ahead and flip it. When making tortillas, try to be careful. You may be tempted to let it cook for long periods of time if you're not sure how the tortilla is supposed to look. Just know overcooking the tortilla will dry it out. It will take an additional 25 to 30 seconds for the underside to cook. Look for a few golden brown spots. When ready, flip and look at that puff. Yes, we want them to puff. It is incredible how it gives the tortilla a wonderful texture. When the underside develops golden brown spots and it has puffed, the tortilla should be cooked. Remove from the heat and wrap it in a clean kitchen towel inside a container. Keep the container closed to ensure they keep warm and soft. Alright, if the masa begins to dry out, you can simply dip your fingers in the water I mentioned earlier. Just like that, just get it moistened, like you don't need to get them too wet. Make sure you get some of that water into the masa to slightly hydrate it back up again. If the tortilla breaks, sticks to your hand or plastic liners at any point during the molding or transferring to the comal stage, then it may be too wet. Try adding a bit more masa for a firmer consistency. Obtaining the right consistency is very important in order to make soft and delicious tortillas. Now, if your tortilla does not puff, don't throw it away. It will still taste amazing. Watching my grandma, mom, aunt make tortillas throughout my life has really inspired me to perfect the craft. It truly is a talent. The moment you taste these, I'm sure you will be inspired to perfect the craft as well. The last tortilla, I'm gonna taste it right off the comal. My favorite way to have it. What I have here is some avocado and salt. Simple, this is all I'm having it with. And I'll be protecting my hands because this is gonna be hot. Whew, hot. Oh my goodness, this looks delicious. All right, I'm gonna do avocado in the center, a little bit of salt. This is hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, but it is so soft. And it smells amazing. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Let's turn this off. This is unbelievable. They're super soft. They taste amazing. Delicious. There's no resistance. You're gonna love these. Look, go ahead and make some tacos with these tortillas. You're gonna love them. You can easily please a crowd. I am so proud of these tortillas, and I know you're gonna be as well when you make them. Well, we reached the end. I really hope you make them at home. Come back and let me know how it went down in the comments area. Don't forget that you can follow me on all of my social media platforms and give us a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Until the next one.